Hello everybody, and again I am going to tell you about group theory. And today I will do some problems on group theory. And already I have told you the definition of group theory. If a non-empty set G satisfies the four axioms under the binary operation dot, then G is said to be a group. And what are those four axioms? First one is closure axiom. Then number two is associative axiom. Number three is existence of identity, and number four is existence of inverse element. And if it satisfies the commutative axiom with these four axioms, then the non-empty set G is said to be an abelian group. Okay, and commutative law means A into B is equal to B into A under multiplication. So let us prove this one, and this problem is very important. G is an abelian group. Abelian group means it satisfies the commutative axiom. Then, and if AB belongs to G, AB, any element of G, then AB whole to the power n is equal to n into b to the n. What is n? N is an integer. Integer means it may be positive integer, it may be negative integer, it may be 0. So you should do three cases. For n is equal to 0, for n is equal to positive integer, for n is equal to negative integer. See here. Case 1. For n is equal to 0. If n is equal to 0, then AB to the power n is equal to AB to the power 0, and something to the power 0 is equal to identity element, that is E. Don't write 1. That is identity element, and E can be written as E into E, and it is equal to A to the 0 into B to the 0. Clear? Therefore, the statement is true for n is equal to 0. Clear? Now, we will do the second case for positive integer. Case 2, for n belongs to z plus. That means n is any positive integer. So, this can be proved by method of induction. And in method of induction, already it is known to you. You have to take the assume. You should first assume that the given statement is Pn. Then first of all you have to prove it is true for n is equal to 1. That means you have to prove P1 is true. Then let Pk be true. Assuming the statement to be true for n is equal to k, you have to prove it is true for n is equal to k plus 1. Clear? Method of induction. Now, this can be proved by method of induction. Here, now let Pn is the statement AB whole to the power n is equal to n into b to the n. Now for n is equal to 1, LHS is equal to how much? LHS of P1 is equal to AB to the power 1, which is equal to A into B. And RHS is equal to, or directly you may write like this. See here, you may write AB to the power n, which is equal to AB to the power 1, and this is equal to A to the power A into B, and this can be written A to the power 1 into B to the power 1. That means the statement is true for n is equal to 1. Therefore, P1 is true. So now let Pk be true. That is AB to the power k. Pn is this one. Pk means AB to the power k must be equal to A to the power k into B to the power k. And you have to prove the statement is true for n is equal to k plus 1. So see here. Now AB to the power k plus 1. You have to prove AB to the k plus 1 is equal to A to the k plus 1 into B to the k plus 1. This is by the method of induction. Clear? So this can be written as AB to the power k into AB by law of indices. It is equal to, and AB to the power k is equal to this one. A to the power k into B to the power k into AB, and A to the power k apply associative axiom into B. Now G is an abelian group. That means it must satisfy the commutative axiom. So by commutative axiom, you can write it as A into B to the K into B as G is abelian. Clear? Now this can be written as A to the K. Again apply associative axiom. A to the K into A and B to the K into B. And which is equal to A to the K plus 1 into B to the K plus 1. Now AB to the power K plus 1 is equal to A to the K plus 1 into B to the K plus 1. Therefore you should write like this. Therefore, by method of induction, Pn is true for all n belongs to Z cross. Clear? That means the second case is over. Now you should prove for the third case, that is n is a positive, n is a negative integer. Now for the third case here, n belongs to Z minus means it is a negative integer. So let, this line is very important, let n is equal to minus n. Now minus n is, may or may not be a negative integer. Minus n may be 0, may be positive, may be negative. You should write n is positive. If n is positive, then minus n will be negative. Clear? So you should write n belongs to Z cross. If n is positive, then minus n will be negative. Clear? So AB to the power n is equal to AB whole to the power minus m, and this can be written as AB to the power m whole to the power minus 1. And this is equal to, by already second case, for in second case already you have proved AB to the power m, where m is positive, is equal to A to the power n into B to the power n whole to the power minus 1. By case 2, you should write by case 2. So it is equal to, now apply the reversal law, or here you can apply the commutative axiom, B to the n into A to the n to the power minus 1 as G is abelian. Then apply the reversal law. It will be A to the n to the power minus 1 into B to the n to the power minus 1 by reversal law. Then A to the n to the power minus 1 will be A to the minus m into B to the minus m, and A to the minus m means A to the n into B to the n, which is your requirement. Here. So already I have proved for n is equal to 0, n is equal to positive integer, n is equal to negative integer. Hence, this problem is proved. Okay. This theorem is very important theorem. See here, if G is a group and AB belongs to G, AB are any two elements of the group G, then AB whole square is equal to A square B square, if and only if G is abelian. What is the meaning of if and only? That means from this you have to prove G is abelian. Again from G is abelian, you have to prove, if G is abelian, then you have to prove AB whole square is equal to A square B square. That means necessary part and sufficient part. Clear? And G is abelian means G satisfies the commutative axiom. That means A into B is equal to B into A. So see here, first necessary condition. Let G be an abelian group. That is, for all AB belongs to G, A into B is equal to B into A. Now to prove, what you want to prove? AB whole square is equal to A square B square. AB whole square is equal to A square B square. Now see here. Very interesting problem. AB whole square is equal to AB into AB. I can write like this. Then apply the associative axiom. AB into A whole into B. Again apply associative axiom. AB into B by associativity. Again by associativity. No, this is not associative. This is again BA, then B. Then now G is abelian. G is abelian means in place of AB I can write BA. So this will become AB. In place of BA, I can write AB into B as G is abelian. Clear? Now it is equal to A into A, B into B by associative law. And A into A is A square, B into B is B square. Hence, it is proved that AB whole square is equal to A square, B square. Now let us say this sufficient condition. Condition sufficient. The reverse part. Let AB whole square is equal to A square, B square. Now you have to prove G is abelian. That means G satisfies the commutative axiom. Clear? So slowly proceed. AB whole square is equal to AB into AB, and A square means A into A, and B square means B into B. Then apply the associative axiom A BA into B equal to A AB into B. So apply the left cancellation and apply the right cancellation. So by left cancellation we can remove these two, and by right cancellation we can remove these two. Clear? So now the result is BA is equal to AB, implies Z is abelian. That means this is commutative axiom, implies Z is abelian. Clear? So this is your theorem. So this theorem is very important, and it is a 6-mark question. Clear? So you should remember this one, and you should write the laws here, which property you are applying. Clear? And here you should write by cancellation law. Not here. In this step you should write by cancellation law. Clear? So let us see another problem. See here. This problem is very interesting problem. If G is a group such that for any AB belongs to G, B inverse A inverse into BA is equal to E, then you want to prove G is abelian group. Then B is abelian group means you want to prove G satisfies the commutative axiom. That means A into B is equal to B into A. See here. By given hypothesis, B inverse A inverse BA is equal to E. That means I can write like this: B inverse A inverse into BA is equal to E. Already it is known to you, if A into B is equal to B into A is equal to E, then A is inverse of B and B is inverse of A. I can write B is equal to A inverse. B is equal to A inverse. So similarly, this into this is equal to E. So BA is equal to B inverse A inverse whole inverse. Clear? Therefore, BA is equal to inverse of B inverse A inverse. So now, apply the reversal law. A inverse inverse is equal to B inverse into B inverse inverse by reversal law. That imply is equal to A inverse inverse is equal to A, B inverse inverse is equal to B. So BA is equal to AB, therefore G is abelian. Clear? So I have told you, you should remember first these theorems and then write 1 or 2 times. It will be better for you. Okay, hope you are enjoying my classes. So thank you very much.